What's good? What's good? What's good, my peopleizations? What's goody, my peopleizations? So I see we just had 270 people and it dropped to 170. Smash the like button. Julian Levy. What's going on, great brother? Architect 1. Phil J 508. Spackle Rat. Jafari Caesar. Queen City Highlights. The Fans Corner. Poe Porter. Clemon Brown. Ato Mar, Via Ferreira, Vince Williams, John J. Doe, Boston Boy Nation, Corey Little, Jay Samuels, DJ Zion Love, Julia Lettismont, What Attitude, NR89, Tim Molina, Mike Rhyme, Spackle Rat, Julian Levy, Tania Marie, Peace Blessings Queen, Mr. Black, Brent Lawson, The Fans Corner, Vince Williams, Boxing MMA 365, Damon Willie, Joe 123 Wilson, Eddie Golf Clubs, Brent Lawson, Donald Favors, Mario Elion Sr., David Hambone Hamilton, EJ Pound for Pound, Boxing 365, DeMichael Harris, David Da Vinci, what we got? King Jr., Dominic Seabron, Kick Science Socially, Stanley Bailey, Quick 50, Robert Justice, Eric Holt, Darnell Schaefer, King Judah, Starving Artist, MP Dub TF, Antonio Whitner, Rowan Jeffers, Stephen L. DeMac, Anthony 626, Chosen One, CB Sports TV, my brother Carl Burrell in the building, Chris Rob Media TV. What's going on? LaMarcus Robinson, AJ 64, Julius Thomas, Robbie Sanders. What's going on, my peoples? Let's get into this. Got to get into this. Tiana Scott, Peace of Blessings, Queen. So let's get on into this, people. DJ Schultz, Al Football. What's going on? Chris Ray, Marksman 64, Tracy Stewart, Machiavelli Mafia, Rel Dance, Terry Smoot Jr., Brother Powell, P. Machino, SC, Adrian Brown, MJ Total Health and Wellness, Mark James, Chris Ray, Philip P. Flame, Johnny Goodman, FF Drill. What's going on, my peoples? Big Block, Too Blessed, Carlos Dontrell. What's going on? Flossy Boxing, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue in the super chat. Spence will make Bud pay with them counter hooks to the body from Bud wide punches. Yeah, he's tight. Brother Powell, Brandon Hill Sr. What's going on? Bullet Gibson, Antonio Matthews, Muharrab Salam, King Farouk 54, D Frimp. Yeah, y'all be having some names, man. I am D-Mac TV, Isidro Bermudez, Dungeon Talk, Michael Soto, Chef Boy D. What's going on, Chef Boy RD? Hector Trossi, Bless 365, Peace of Blessings, Queen. Superb Herb Nutrition, Ulrich Thomas. What's going on? So let's get into this. Pat Cannon, what's going on? Nevs Nation, Da Vinci, David Da Vinci, Jim, LaMarcus Robinson, Wendell Jackson. What's going on? Gabe Moore. So let's get into this. So the WBA has decided, Quincy Carter, Shogun 76, what's going on? The WBA has decided that they're not going to Pop 375, Mark James, what's going on? Joseph Rodriguez, Paul Brown, what's going on? They decided that yeah, Boston 365, man, it'd be off the wall sometimes. Jaquan Pickett, Jay Harris, Too Real, what's going on? Salute to the brother Monroe in the super chat. Much love to you. Juan Pierre, what's going on? So the WBA decided that they're going to uphold Yordenis Ugas has to face off against Stanionis, right? Drink more water, what's going on? LaShawn Willington, Williamman, what's going on? Willingham, Tim Robinson, Chantel Hill, what's going on? So the WBA has decided that, right? AZAP Sam, what's going on? And so because they had decided that, the reports are Errol Spencer, Terence Crawford will go into negotiations sooner than expected. Okay, Erica Bailey, Peace of Blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Got you. I'm on it. Elbow, my brother, what's going on? So they have decided that they were going to, Isaiah Conriquez, what's going on? He said, call me Zay. Okay, Zay. Isaiah, what's going on? Paul Brown, what's going on? So now the chosen one, what's going on? The reports are that sooner than expected, right? That they are going to go into negotiations now They didn't expect to go into negotiations, which leads you to believe and let you guys know that they have a plan in place for Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Dondrell Richardson, Mr. Carter, Paul Brown, Damian DeLay, my brother, Gilbert Rodriguez Jr. What's going on, young king? So this just lets you know that all parties involved already know about a possible showdown, okay? They already have a plan in place to face one another. They know that they're going to face one another, okay? And so now this upset that. Texas T346, what's going on? Salute to my brother Texas T346. Go subscribe to my brother Texas T346. He said, I don't want to hear no eye excuses. Saquon Smith, Sam McKay, what's going on? Mike G, what's going on? Underground Posse, what's going on? Now, let me ask you this, great brother. Texas T346, my brother. Mr. Tally 140, what's going on? How could there be an eye excuse? Chavez, what's going on? When you know he has an eye injury. Your boy Leak, what's going on? GAC 1000 block, what's going on? If you already know that he has an eye injury, right? Anything is subject to happen because you know he has an eye injury. Xavier Combs, what's going on? Not saying that anything will Crane Enterprise, what's going on? But why do we say stuff like, I don't want to hear nothing about an eye excuse when you know he has an eye injury? Rebel Life Boxing, Michael Ray II, Talib Cunningham, Grace Sobelli, Chris, Ernie Martinez, what's going on? Pete Batfish, what's going on? Mega Slab, Mr. Drick Joe, what's going on? So why do we say stuff like that? That guy George, what's going on? That doesn't make any sense. Antonio Matthews, Scott Gonzalez, Stan 92, King Petty, what's going on? The Fly Guy Squad, what's going on? Right? So when we say these things, Stan 42, what's going on? He said, no talking about going right into the fight, fam. I personally think he should have a tune-up fight first to show how the eye is. Oh, okay, you saying after the fight. Rocco 3, what's going on? Should he lose? Kia Life 7 times, what's going on? Jalil Muhammad, what's going on? Oh, I agree. Misfit, peace of blessings, Queen. DFW Motivation, what's going on? Gay Moore, what's going on? Oh, I agree with you. Heck Dosage, what's going on? AB, Nick J, peace of blessings, Queen. Nick J, drop the link to the Queen to the channel so everybody can subscribe to your boxing channel. Stash Little Man, what's going on? Right? So I agree, Texas T346. I agree with that because if you're going to go right into it, then go right into it. Cold Country, brother in the super chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, salute to you, great brother. G Johnson, what's going on? I agree with you. If everybody believes he's healthy enough, but it leads me to believe that that's not what they wanted to do because they wanted this. Now I don't know if they wanted this fight with Yordenis Ugas simply to have Errol Spence versus, and we got 550 people and we got 200 likes. Smash the like button. Heck Dosage, what's going on? C Black, Kaz, what's going on? We got 550 people and 200 likes. Get the likes all the way up. Kaz, what's going on, great brother? Smash the like button, man. Wipe your feet as you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Smash the like button. Steven Styles, what's going on? My brother Emmanuel H in the building. What's going on? Get the likes all the way up, man. 550 people. We should have 550 likes. Don't moonlight. Nelson Fontaine Jr., what's going on? Fountain Jr., what's going on? Jordan Maverick, LA, Los Angeles Lakers. Where you been at, brother? I ain't seen you in a month of days, great brother. 24 Ant, Greg Peters, what's going on? Nelson Armstrong. Michael James 616, what's going on? Dub Blake 22. Deuce, what's up? So we got 550 people. Get the likes to 550 people. Smash the like button. God's greatest, what's going on? Deal with it TV. Phil Thomas, what's going on? So I don't know if they wanted this fight with Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas simply to have all the belts on the line when you have Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, and maximize on that fight. That would be the smart move. Charles Bell, what's going on? Mr. Duke, Mr. J. Duke 40, my brother, what's going on? G. Al, my brother, what's going on? Via Ferreira, my brother, what's going on? Splash Master 03. Mike G, what's going on? So I don't know if they wanted this fight, McNamara Inc., what's going on? Appreciate you. I don't know if they wanted this fight with Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas simply for the belts to make the fight bigger. Now, that just makes sense to have Errol Spence versus Yordenis Ugas, right? And then the winner fights Terence Crawford for all the marbles. Obviously, Errol Spence would be the big favorite. Marcellus Miller, what's going on? You understand? Clarence Jackson, what's going on? That's going to be Anthony Toll. What's going on? Jose Diaz, what's going on? The big fighters, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Errol Spence would be the favorite. Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford for undisputed. It's a bigger fight. It's bigger money for everybody. Theory Dominique, what's going on? David Gaskin, what's going on? It's a bigger fight. You master a lot. What's going on? That Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford for undisputed is a bigger fight. It's more money for Errol Spence and Terence Crawford if they fighting for undisputed. It just is. Frankie C31, Keith Smith, what's going on? Get the likes up to 600. We got 640 people. Let's work. My brother Charles Edward Cheese say that's backwards. So ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes all the way up. That guy George, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue in the super chat. So is Errol and Bud starting negotiations. That's what they're saying. That's what the reports are. Since he and Yordenis Ugas can't fight, Brown Squad Inc. What's going on? That the next move for Errol Spence was to negotiate with Terence Crawford. So let's see how that plays out. Wesley Pilgrim, brother in the super chat, said, "What up, Blue? You were a part of Spence team. Would you push for the tune-up or let the big fish go straight at Bud?" I would push for a tune-up. Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reach in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Jab Jamboree, Act Reach. Reach, drop the link in the chat. Kevin Laucine, what's going on? ASAP 718, what's going on? Reality Pop Star, what's going on? I would tell your Errol Spence, listen, not a low-level tune-up, but a respectable tune-up. Wesley Pilgrim, that's what I'm telling him. You got to make sure there's no lingering effects. You got to make sure everything holds up. You don't want to be in the biggest fight of your life and your biggest fight of your career and something goes wrong. Because like the brother Texas T346 said, you know, you don't want any excuses. Aaron Edwards, what's going on? Tim Jones, what's going on? You don't want any excuses. You understand what I'm saying? Francisco Soto, what's going on? Marcelo Miller, what's going on? Xavier Combs, brother in Super Chat, said Bud versus Ugas. Bud lost to him in the amateurs. Ugas is off the table, people. Yan Love, what's going on? Pac Roy, what's going on? Duck Fan, what's going on? Understand this. People, stop mentioning Ugas and anybody else. Ugas is not fighting anybody that we want to see him fight. Shining Light, what's going on? Because he can't. DH, what's going on? Chosen One, what's going on? Nicholas Ray, what's going on? I don't want to hear what we need to see Ugas and Terence Crawford. Ugas and Terence Crawford can't fight. Ugas can't fight nobody but Stanionis. And so the WBA just announced that Stanionis and Ugas just came to an agreement. Why? Because the WBA needs to be replaced as one of the major sanction belts with the IBO. Blake Irvin, brother in Super Chat, he said WBA trying to collect their residue from multiple fights rather than residual, rather than just two. But they're claiming that they're limiting the champions. They started off with 27. Now they're down to, I think they said 15, and they're trying to get down to one champion per division. Nobody else is doing this. Troy Berger, what's going on? Nope. Mike G, what's going on? Nope. Fly Guy Indy, what's going on? Nobody else is doing this. Only the WBA. William Old School out there, my brother, what's going on? Wilbur's Comfort, Omaha, Northeast, Owner, Charming, Chucky, my brother, what's going on? Kevin Munnings, what's going on? Nope. Rice Eater, 79, what's going on? Porter Ovo, what's going on? So nobody else is doing this but the WBA. The Fans Corner, what's going on? They need to be replaced as the major sanction belt, and the IBO needs to replace them. The WBA fighters, El Rivy, what's going on? Keith Smith, what's going on? Visitor from another planet, what's going on? All the WBA champions, Dub J Lucky, what's going on? Needs to drop the WBA belt. Cradleless, what's going on? All the champions of the WBA should drop the belt, pick up the IBO, and represent the IBO. That's what they need to do. All of the champions of the WBA should drop their belts. The WBA, to me, is acting like a kid that you didn't pick, but the ball belongs to him. Bernard Crawford, what's going on? Eugene Pearson, what's going on? Terry McLean, what's going on? But the ball belongs to him, so they're going to do what they want with the ball. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. That's what the WBA is doing, because the other sanction bodies didn't like and approve of what their moves when they put Manny Pacquiao as champion in recess. that didn't fly over with the other sanction bodies. They said, why did you make such an abrupt decision going through such a tough time? Ray B, what's going on? You understand? Ralph Shelton, what's going on? Dr. Pugilistics, what's going on? Right? Scott Gonzalez, Dedrick Carr, what's going on? So now the WBA, the sanction body said, man, y'all gotta, the other sanction body said, y'all gotta start, eliminating some of these champions. You got too many, right? And so now what they're doing is they're going overboard, right? Adonis K3, what's going on? And because the WBA got put on the spot with that situation with Mykal Fox and Maestri, right? Now they're going, okay, y'all wanted us to do this. Now they're just going overboard. You understand what I'm saying? Jew Blue, what's going on? John Walker, what's going on? Wicked Louisiana, what's going on? Cortez Mallory, what's going on? You understand? Pablo Sencion, what's going on? That's what they're doing now. So now, you wanted us to eliminate champions. So you know very well, right, that you're supposed to allow Manny Pacquiao to be reinstated as the super champion. Cool. You didn't now listen to this, right? K Boss of DC, what's going on? They are and it's a shame, and that's why they need to be done away with. Hope now, Randy Leslie, what's going on? Right? Apollo Ezekiel, what's going on? Let me tell you, Ninja Nate OS, what's going on? Kareem Ebanks, Flicko, Lynn Hickson, what's going on? Bossinger, Pablo Section, what's going on? So the WBA, they know very well, right, that they should allow Manny Pacquiao to be the champion. They should have reinstated Manny Pacquiao as champion, right? Because they told you that they informed Manny Pacquiao that he needed to fight somebody in the top 10 ranking system. And then Manny Pacquiao, he put them on the spot, and he said, they never informed me that. Where's the proof? They're unprofessional. Remember Manny Pacquiao said that? Right? He said, this is unprofessional. Hector Trotzi, what's going on? Richard Diaz, what's going on? This is unprofessional how they're handling things. They never inform me any of these things that they're saying publicly, right? And then they apologize to Manny Pacquiao publicly and say, yeah, they made a mistake. So they told you that they never informed Manny Pacquiao. But yet they chose still not to reinstate him as the champion. Roy Boy Florida, what's going on? Monsterman 64, what's going on? After you told us you did the wrong thing, you still chose not to place him to do the right thing. Okay, cool. Ugas stayed the super champion. Ugas beats Manny Pacquiao. And you know he has a deal in place to fight Errol Spence in February. And because you've been on the spot, and because now you're in your feelings, now you're going to make more abrupt moves that's not respected. And now say, oh, you ain't going to fight Errol Spence for unification. We ain't going to do business with those other sanctioned bodies. We're going to keep it in-house now. Okay, that's why I said they need to be done away with. Drop the belts. No one, J. Pity City, brother in Super Chat, dropping that halfer. Duh on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Defund the WBA. Facts. Facts. Salute to my brother, No one, J. Pity City. Exactly. It's time. So now, on top of that, we found out the situation with Mykal Fox and Maestri, right? We realized that situation with the judge and everything. The judge gets suspended, which means we know we was right. Tamir Ali, what's going on, right? The judge gets suspended. Tone Capone 1, what's going on? Right? Hardcore Boxing News, what's going on? Randy Hernandez, what's going on? The judge gets suspended. Tori Kimbrough, what's going on? Kimbrough, what's going on? The judge gets suspended, right? And that means we know that Mykal Fox won the fight, right? They admitted it, right? Salute to my brother Southern T Boxing Sports. Go subscribe to my brother Southern T Boxing Sports. Right? So now, my brother Bitch, B Megastar in the building. B Fitness, what's going on? Love Nicole, what's going on? Go subscribe to my brother Bitch Little Princess's channel. You got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little kids, little cousins, friends with little kids. Have them subscribe to KK Pinson TV. Once again, have them subscribe to KK Pinson TV. Chop the Gina, what's going on? Bitch, drop the link in the chat, great brother. KO Boxing breaking news, brother in the super chat. Much love to you. So now listen to this. Nathan Beckham, what's going on? JR the Star, what's going on? Living in America, what's going on? I'm gonna have Leroy Middleton III, what's going on? I'm gonna have something special for y'all on Friday as well. Tune in on Friday. You ain't gonna want to miss this. I'm gonna have a very special for y'all on Friday. Art Espinoza, what's going on? Real Dino Wells, what's going on? Shelby Jackson, what's going on? Make sure y'all tune in. So the WBA decides that they're going to, that fight, they put the fight as a no contest. Maurice Craig, what's going on? Right? Tyrell Cobb, what's going on? They placed the fight as a no contest. Willie Green, what's going on? So if it's a no contest, we know that Mykal Fox won the fight. They tried to reorder the fight. Instead of Hezekiah Ben Yisrael, what's going on? Adonis K3, what's going on? Instead of giving Mykal Fox the victory, as you know he earned, as you know he very well earned this position, right? He earned this win. Instead of them doing that, doing the right thing, they're telling us every day they're not going to do the right thing. So why are we standing by them? Wayne Wade, what's going on? Alexander Wright, what's going on? Teddy G, what's going on? And just to let y'all know, I've reached out to them numerous of times to the point where now they block me. Mr. Buddha 314, what's going on? Teddy G, what's going on? Okay, so they're telling us they're not going to do the right thing, right? And they don't even want to explain because they don't want any, they want to do what they want to do. QY and QY Dub Network, what's going on? Right? So now listen to this. Real Dino Wells, what's going on? Now check this out. So instead of them doing the right thing and say, Mykal Fox, you deserve this victory. You suspended the judge. You ruled it a no contest. Jerry Johnson, what's going on? Tunnel Vision, what's going on? Fams, what's going on? Lashad Jones, what's going on? Noah Ariza, what's going on? Instead of them doing the right thing, they ruled it a no contest and then ruled Maestri with 4 fights. This dude has 4 fights in his career. 4. He only has 4 fights in his career. And he should be 3-1. Terry Pruitt Wright, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? He should be 3-1. Right? Because he lost. Nazar Watkins, what's going on? Dirty Red, peace be free. Naz McCoy, what's going on? We saw him lose to Mykal Fox. Right? Mike Aguaro, what's going on? Fame 55, what's going on? We saw him lose to Mykal Fox. They ruled in no contest. So what did they do, people? Elijah Briggs, what's going on? You know what they did? Domingo Bonilla, what's going on? You know what they did instead? They still place. No, it's better for me to show you receipts than for me to tell you. Because then they'll tell you, oh man, where did you get that from, Blue? What this, Blue? I didn't see that. Where is the proof, Blue? That's what they like to do. And smash the like button. We got 900 people here. We got 900 people here. We should have that many likes. John J. Doe, what's going on? Tyrone Johnson, what's going on? Just so you know, because I don't want y'all to come in and say, oh, Blue, where'd you get that information? I'm going to show you. I want to show you. I want to show you. That's why. Look at this. WBA, right? You see it. WBA. WBA, right? You see that, right? World Boxing Association. Champion, Yordenis Ugas. Number 2, Butev, right? You see it. Butev is number 2, right? Look what they did. Look at number 6 and look at number 7. Tell me what's wrong with that picture. How is Maestri? This is Maestri. How is Maestri 4 wins, no loss, no draws, ahead of Fox, who Fox just beat him? Fox just beat Maestri. How is Maestri with 4 fights ahead of? How is he ahead of Mario Barrios? Mario Barrios was the regular champion. He only lost to Tank. How did Mario Barrios drop behind Mykal Fox? So you acknowledge Mykal Fox enough to have him ahead of your former champion with 1 loss. Mykal Fox got 3 losses. So you acknowledged him enough to put him ahead of Mario Barrios, who was your regular champion. right? Because you didn't drop Jamal James that far. Well, they did drop Jamal James further, right? They go Jamal James behind Mary. So your two former champions, you dropped them behind Maestri, who has 4 fights and lost his last fight to the guy that's behind him. How could that be possible? And then you got Stanionis. You got Stanionis ahead of Virgil Ortiz and Boots and Conor Ben. So Mykal Fox beat Maestri, and you got Maestri ahead of Mykal Fox in the ranking system. Because we know you wanted Maestri to win the fight. That's why you had the judge in place to make sure Maestri won the fight. Right? Bobo, my brother, what's going on? Kermaine Carr, what's going on? But when we figured it out, you said, oh, we're going to rule this a no contest. And then don't give Mykal Fox the win. Because if you gave Mykal Fox the win, the guy you wanted, Jalen Peace Blessings Queen, the guy you wanted to be in the front, Maestri, Cyrus Gaston, what's going on? Flossie Boston, what's going on? The guy you wanted to be in the front, Maestri, would not have been able to be in the front if he just lost to Mykal Fox. You would have had to drop him all the way to the back. Renaissance Dad, what's going on? Eric Jenkins, what's going on? Cash for Cat, what's going on? King Mac the God, what's going on? Cedar Jacob, what's going on? Jay Alvarez, what's going on? So we see this clear as day. So you see what's going on. Clear as day. Carl Hardy, what's going on? We see clear as day what's going on, right? Afu Ra Moon, what's going on? Amon, what's going on? Daquan, what's going on? We see clear as day what's taking place, right? So why represent these sanction bouts? Deshae Mitchell, what's going on? Fredson, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dirt on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, great brother. Jeremy 2684, Opulent LD, what's going on? Gary, what's going on? Corey McGowan, brother in super chat. Are they incompetent or are they being paid or both? Hey, bro, it's impossible for them, Corey McGowan. It's impossible for them. Just think about it, right? We know what it is. It's impossible for them to not know what's going on. Jay Blizzy, what's going on? Greenhold Dunham, what's going on? It's impossible. Of course they know what's going on. That's impossible. If we can figure it out, see, the problem is we figured it out. Dr. Professor, what's going on? We see it. If we see it, then the fighters see it. Jason Jones, his name is Mykal Fox. I asked that question. You said Mykal Fox. Everybody's saying Michael. Because I asked them, is your name Mykal Fox or Mykal Fox? And they said it's Michael. So that's why I call him Michael. Erica Bryant, what's going on? He knows his name better than anybody else. I asked him, is it Michael or Mykal Fox? Because I was calling him Mykal Fox. And he said, no, it's Mykal Fox. So I said it's Michael. That's his name, not mine. Smash the like button. We just had 950 people and it's all of a sudden dropping. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes all the way up. Sharon Harris, Kenneth Muhammad, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. Get the likes up. Hey, Kinetic, what's going on? Leo Leon, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up, people. We should have 1,000 likes. Get the likes up to 1.1K. So we can see what's going on. Sin Strong TV, Mike J, what's going on? If we can see what's going on, that means they can see what's going on. Right? And so now it's time we should acknowledge the IBO, the International Boxing Organization. Replace them, CJ, what's going on? Javan Pfeiffer, what's going on? Replace them as, right, the major sanction belt. Sakari San Francisco, what's going on? Abdul Kayum, JJ the Enlightened One, what's going on? Wendell Jackson, what's going on? Unless everybody's all in. And if that's the case, then if you're Daniel Ugas and everybody's all in, then how can we fight for you? Joel Dave Rister, what's going on? LV, hit me up on inbox. I want to hit you up. LV, hit me up on inbox, great brother, please. Or you still got my number, text me. Please, immediately, great brother. Frank, what's going on? So now, just think about this, right? Terry Sims, what's going on? That alone should be an eye-opener to everybody. Scott Gonzalez, what's going on? Terry Sims, what's going on? That, Devin Blocker, my brother, that should be an eye-opener to everybody. A rated scholar, what's going on? That in itself, Lord Sweat Real, what's going on? Should be an eye-opener to everybody across the board. Les Hart, what's going on? It should be an eye-opener to everybody across the board. How can it be possible that PJ Collazo, what's going on? That Stanionis, and I like Stanionis, nothing against him, but how is he ahead of Virgil Ortiz Jr.? What has he done to be ahead of Jerron Ennis and Virgil Ortiz? Elijah, Irvin Green, what's going on? How come the WBA didn't order Murata to fight Erislandy Lara, but instead they're going to allow Murata to unify the titles against Triple G and stay inactive for over a year? How, William Barrett, what's going on? How can Erislandy Lara not be the mandatory and order Murata to fight him, but they'll allow Murata to unify the titles against Triple G? But an active fighter like Yordenis Ugas, who just had the biggest win in his career, who's 35 years old, who didn't even have the title for 6 months, they're going to tell you that he has to fight in a tournament. But a respective former champion like Erislandy Lara can't get an opportunity. Five, 6, 13, everything. What's going on? So Stanionis and Butev deserves an opportunity more than Erislandy Lara. Picasso, what's going on? That's what the WBA just told you. Solomon Walker, what's going on? Y'all ain't hear me. Erislandy Lara is a former world champion. He's a 2-division champion. He's a former world champion. Right? He's the WBA regular champion. Right? Right? He's the mandatory for Murata. Let me tell y'all the last time Lyoto Murata, the last time he fought. Get the likes to 1.1K. We should be past 1.1K. We should be past 1.1K. Smash the like button. Watch this now. Ryota Murata. Julian Burwell, my great brother. What's going on? The last time Murata fought. December of 2019. Isn't that something? The last time Murata fought was 2 years ago. Didn't they place Manny Pacquiao as champion in recess? When it got to the 2-year mark, he didn't defend his titles. When he didn't defend his titles against anybody in the top 10 ranking system, of their ranking system, they placed G-Code, what's going on? They placed Manny Pacquiao as champion in recess. Because July of 2019, he fought Keith Thurman, and they placed him as champion in recess. Right? Because they told, and then they didn't even tell us the truth. Jeffrey Monroe, what's going on? They didn't even tell us the truth. Aiful Shaheen, what's going on? Right? They told us that they informed Manny Pacquiao that he had to defend the title against somebody in the top 10 of their ranking system. That's what they told us. Then when Manny Pacquiao, he proved that was not the truth. Right? When Manny Pacquiao proved that wasn't the truth, they apologized to Manny Pacquiao and wanted to cater up to Manny Pacquiao. Right? Cool. Now think about this now. Right? That's what they wanted to do. Okay, now think about this now, right? They told us because he had to defend the titles against somebody in the top 10. Okay, now let's look at their top 10 ranking system. So now let's look at the top 10 ranking systems in that division. Keith White, what's going on, great brother? Wrestling, that's all it is. That was proven. Oh, this is a fossil fact. We're going to break this down all the way. Salute to my brother Keith White in the building. Now watch this now. Watch this now. Amazing, man. Amazing. It's amazing that they do this. And then we act like we don't see it. Then we act like we don't see it. Jeremy 2684, what's going on? What's going on with this? Now watch this now. I want to show y'all. Middleweight rankings. Let's check the WBA middleweight ranking system. Ryota Murata at champion. The regular champion is vacant. Chris Eubanks is at number 1. Munguia is at number 2. Madiv is at number 3. Martinez. They have Sergio Martinez. I want y'all to hear this now. Do y'all hearing this? I want y'all to hear this. Twiz West Philly, my brother, what's going on? Far High 89, what's going on? They have Sergio Martinez at number 4. Sergio Martinez is at number 4. Corey Landry, what's going on? Contender Regime Boston. Go subscribe to my brother, Contender Regime Boston. Mr. Positive Surratt, what's going on? Appreciate you. They have Sergio Martinez at number 4. And somebody please tell me, where is Triple G in here? Where's Triple G? Where is he? Jason Rosario. Sergio Martinez. Isn't that something? Sergio Martinez. Sergio Martinez is at number 4. Triple G is not in the ranking system. Well, what do you know? Well, what do you know? Triple G is not even in the ranking system. So how can Murata be off for 2 years, not defend his title against nobody in the 10 ranking system, and still keep his title? Because we are already December 7th. TDLC, what's going on? We are already December 7th of 2021. We're going into 2022. And Murata has not defended his title against anybody in their top 10 ranking system. But they're going to allow him for 2-year layoff not to defend his title and to go into a unification bout with Gennady Triple G Golovkin. But Yordenis Ugas, who just fought in August, he just fought in August against Manny Pacquiao. August. Essentially, he just officially won the belt. He just officially won the belt, Yordenis Ugas, because we was all considering Manny Pacquiao still the champion because he didn't beat Manny Pacquiao. He was elevated to the champion. So he just officially won the belt. And now they're entering him in a tournament at 35 years of age. But they're letting Ryota Murata sit on the shelf for 3 years. Okay, it's already 2 years. We're gonna be in year 3, going on year 3, because his fight got postponed. Right? So now he's going into 2022. He ain't fight since 2019. We going in 2022. This dude still ain't fight. But they allowing him to defend his title and go into a unification bout against Triple G, who's the IBF champion, and is not in their top 10 ranking system. His first defense is a mandatory. Can you pass me 2 bottles of water? 1 and 1. His first defense officially is a mandatory because we all knew Manny Pacquiao should not have been placed as a champion in recess. So how did Manny Pacquiao get placed as a champion in recess? Manny Pacquiao, last time I checked, is a much bigger star than Ryota Murata. They placed that man as champion in recess because he's a Senate in his country. Houston, Texas, 056. What's going on? And then they knew that Yordenis Ugas and Errol Spence had a deal in place to fight in February, and they told him no. They told him no. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. Isn't that amazing? Smash the like button. Donate to the channel, support the grind. Let's get them likes up to 1.1K. Gio Salazar, AJ McDaniel, what's going on? Brian Son of G, Uncle Jay, what's going on? Jose Villanueva, what's going on? Isn't that something? Isn't that something? So they just let us know they don't care what you want. They just let us know. Larry Davis, what's going on? They don't care what the fans think. They don't care. They don't care what the boxers want. So why are we identifying them and acknowledging them as a major sanction belt? Why? Because the history? Because they was the first ones to come in the sport? Huh? Jim Hustle, what's going on? Benjamin Rivard. Karen Johnson, what's going on? Salute to Cincinnati. Huh? So they just told us, so why it's time for the IBO to be recognized as a major sanction belt and to do away with the WBA. They just told you to your face. Scott Gonzalez, what's going on? They just told you to your face, we don't care what you want. We're going to do what we want. We're going to do what we want. We're going to do what we want. We don't care what you want. We don't care what the boxers want. It's time. We need the fighters to stand up, right? And we got to hold everybody accountable. If you're a fighter that represents the WBA, it's time we not support you. It's time. Bro, you going to represent that belt and they're going to do whatever they want? They're not going to give us what we want? Okay, no problem. Test browser 0218, AJ McDaniel, what's going on? It's time that we make a stand. This is ridiculous. Andre Webb, what's going on? It's ridiculous now. Because ultimately, they're taking your money. Michael Woodall, what's going on? They're taking your money. You go support a fighter that supports these WBA belt, right? They have to pay fees. So when you pay for the fighter and support the fighter has to then in return turn around and pay their fees to the WBA. That's what I'm saying, Nick J. It's amazing to me. William MC Meyer, what's going on? Something needs to be. This is amazing. How you have Sergio? Let's just look at Sergio Martinez. Sergio Martinez is number 4 in your ranking system. If that don't tell you it has nothing to do with competition, I don't know what does. If that don't tell you this has zero to do with competition and the actual boxing, I don't know what does. Isaiah Matthews, what's going on? The real Dr. Hank McCoy, what's going on? So get this, because Sergio Martinez, he came back in August of 2020. He had a few tune-up fights after not fighting for 7 years. Get this, Sergio Martinez hadn't fought in 7 years. He's 46 years old. 46. T-Bone Fire, what's going on? He's 46. Montavia Berry, what's going on? Hadn't fought in 7 years. He comes back, has a few tune-ups, 3 tune-up fights. And now he gets to move all the way up to number 4 in the WBA ranking system? I'm confused. Myron Bromel, what's going on? Victor Naives, what's going on? 46-year-old Sergio Martinez. He came back. He had 3 tune-ups, 7-year layoff, and the WBA decided that he needs to be in our ranking. Let's just see what other ranking system Sergio Martinez is in. I'm curious now. Now I'm curious to know who else is identifying and recognizing Sergio Martinez. Leo Vince Smoke, Multimedia, what's going on, great brother? Bro Kojak, what's going on? Now I'm curious to know. Let's just look at this. The WBO. Let's see if the WBO recognizes Sergio Martinez. Let's just go to the video type. Colin Frederick, brother in Super Chat. Salute Blue. Hashtag blame WBC. No, this is the WBA. They've been in existence before the WBC. So the WBO doesn't recognize him. Let's check the IBF. Man, the IBF has more vacant spots than an abandoned building. The IBF middleweight ranking system has more vacant spots than an abandoned building. They don't have a number 1, number 2, or number 3 contender, the IBF. And they don't have a regular middleweight champion. Amazing. Amazing, isn't it? WBC. Let's check the WBC. The WBC still has Canelo Alvarez as the WBC middleweight champion. Anthony Fitzgerald, what's going on? This is making me hot, man. Full text, what's going on? My brother Renee Bosch Young in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Bosch Young. Renee, drop the link. Jets, what's going on? Let's see if the WBC has Sergio Martinez in the ranking system. No, they don't. WBA, we already know they do. So only the WBA recognizes Sergio Martinez. Nobody else has him in the top 15 in their ranking system. Amazing. D. Childs, what's going on? Lynch Patrick, what's going on? L. Rivi, brother in Super Chat. Bob said he was promised mandatory if Loma wins. Who? I don't know what you're talking about, great brother. Amazing, man. Las Vegas, Leon, my brother. What's going on, great brother? Salute to him. El Rivi said for Cambosis. Oh, does that surprise you? Malik Sims, what's going on? Alex Macias, what's going on? He said change the battery. You don't even hear the alarm no more because there ain't no batteries in it. So you didn't hear it in a long time. Maya Egypt, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Wow. Does any of this surprise you? Amazing, isn't it? This is amazing. Quentin Dunham, what's going on? Matt Rainey, what's going on? So anyway, back to Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. So the reports were, right, that they're going to go into negotiations sooner than expected, right? And now they initially wanted to not do this right now. Okay, Jerry Mosley, what's going on? The plan wasn't to have this fight right now. Mamba mentality, what's going on? Get the lights to 1.3. Oh, you do hear it. It is beeping. You are right. Tyshawn Brown, what's going on? My sons must have put it back. So you're right, great brother. I stand corrected. Apologize. Get the lights to 1.3. So it looks like we could get Terence Crawford, Errol Spence sooner than we expected. Right? Sooner than they expected. Right? And now the thing to be noted is Errol Spence fully healthy? Get the lights to 1.3K. Is Errol Spence fully healthy at this point in time? Conan Smith, what's going on? Jonathan Sims, what's going on? Go ahead. King Ralph, what's going on? C. Jew 15, what's going on? Now the thing to note, like I stated, you know, is Errol Spence fully healthy? Okay, is it a good thing, you know, for Errol Spence to go directly into an immediate showdown with Terence Crawford? East Money, what's going on? Okay, coming off of this injury, right? And is Terence Crawford going to be willing, because we know Terence Crawford, Andre Roberts, what's going on? Scott Gonzalez, Andre Roberts, Valicus, what's going on? The thing is, we know Terence Crawford, he stated he didn't want to fight Errol Spence, being the first person to fight him to coming off of an injury, right? Adonis K3, what's going on? Black Boxing Kings, what's going on? Michael Red II, what's going on? So, me personally, I would love to see Errol Spence get another fight in before that, right? I would love to see Errol Spence get another fight before going. He's been out the ring for a year. He's fought once in 2.5 years. Crunch Time Sports, what's going on? He's fought once in 2.5 years. Huncho 2-time, what's going on? And let me say this, right? Let me say this. First and foremost, what athlete in any sport is going to say they're not healthy and they can't go into the best competition? There's a reason that you have a team. Mahari Salam, what's going on? There's a reason that you have people around you. There's a reason that you have to save them from themselves, right? Because FSU is going on. Of course, Errol Spence is going to say he can fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. He's healthy. He's ready, right? Nakia Cole, peace of blessings to you, Queen. Matt Rainey, what's going on? Easy 15, what's going on? Right? So, right, of course he's going to say that. Right? After the fight with Danny Garcia, he said he was 100% healthy. Then after the fight with Danny Garcia, we find out that he's like 80% healthy. Right? Athlete, of course, Errol Spence is going to tell you he's healthy and ready to fight. You understand? I'm just saying, right? Being an athlete before myself, former athlete, knowing a lot of professional amateur athletes, sometimes you got to say, hey, bro, this is the route you need to take. Tab Judah, what's going on? Before we go into that, bro, Drake Haney, what's going on? Kobe, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to say, listen, we need you to fight this fight before you fight that fight. You understand what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford's on resume, now on record, saying he didn't want to be the guy that fought Errol Spence coming off of an injury. East Money said no excuses time. Kanai Williams, what's going on? I don't know why y'all say that. Smash the like button, people. Donate to the channel, support the grind. So what I'm saying is this, right? Right? Why not? What's going on? I want to see them fight at full strength, 100%. Everybody's healthy. There's nobody, everybody's at their best. The fact remains, Errol Spence fought once since fighting Sean Porter September 2019. Tez B 28, what's going on? He said, does he need a tune-up for Ugas? Is Ugas on the level of Terence Crawford? Tyler Smith, what's going on? Let me give you an example. If you're playing one-on-one basketball, if you're Kevin Durant coming off Achilles injury, is Kevin Durant playing against Ben Simmons the same as Kevin Durant playing against LeBron James? Corey Little, what's going on? Fiend 510, what's going on? I don't know, Fiend 510, if he's ever going to be fully. We don't know. Brandon Austin, what's going on? Brandon Austin said Crawford has only fought once since September also. Yeah, I don't know what Terence Crawford you're referring to. E2G Performance, what's going on? I don't know what Terence Crawford you saw that only fought since September. I don't know who we're talking about here. What Terence Crawford are you referring to? Because Terence Crawford fought in November. He just fought in September. He fought before that. What are we talking about here? And he didn't suffer any injuries. Felix Mays, what's going on? Scouts TT Clips. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you doing today? Bills only 65.79. What's going on? He said Errol Bud is a year layoff. Terence Crawford is coming off a year layoff with no injury. Al Green, what's going on? I don't understand what y'all don't understand. Terence Crawford did not have any injuries. Errol Spence has fought one time in 2.5 years. And coming off of 2 major injuries. Drew, what's going on? That's completely 2 different things. Diamond Ruffin, what's going on? Ugas is on Bud and Errol level for sure. Ease money. You don't watch boxing. Amon Latif, what's going on? He said Ugas is on the same level as Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Yeah, what Terence Crawford and what Errol Spence are you referring to? No slight to Yordenis Ugas. I like Yordenis Ugas. James Allen Cooper, what's going on? But you just told me that Ugas is on the same level as Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Ugas has multiple losses. They have none. I don't know what pound for pound list you saw Ugas on. What pound for pound list did you see Ugas on? I ain't see Yordenis Ugas on nobody's pound for pound list. Errol Spence is everybody's top 5 pound for pound list. Brown Lumber 909, what's going on? Since Strong TV said Ugas made Sean Porter look bad. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Please stop. No, he didn't. No, he did not. And I don't think Sean Porter at all was motivated for a Yordenis Ugas fight. Did you see Yordenis Ugas get the version of Sean Porter that fought Errol Spence and Terence Crawford? You think that was Yordenis Ugas' skill set? The Watch 11 said, yes, he did. No, he did not. Dirk Chapman, what's going on? Victoria Williams, peace of blessings, Queen. Man, people just be saying anything. Stop saying anything. Conscious Boxing, what's going on? Sean Porter went through the motions against Yordenis Ugas. Looking forward to the Errol Spence fight. Did you see the Sean Porter that fought Errol Spence and Terence Crawford against Yordenis Ugas? Did you see the same fighter? Did you see the same fighter? Casanova Harad, what's going on? Did you see the same fighter that fought Errol Spence and Terence Crawford in the ring with Ugas? Did you see the same fight in there? Slim Jim 314, what's going on? Paul Stanley, what's going on? Joe Blow said yes and he lost. Goodbye, Joe Blow. Goodbye. Goodbye. My brother, man, what did I just do with it? My brother William Old School on deck. My brother in the super chat. How you feeling out there, great brother? Salute in the super chat. He said, "Peace, preach, Blue." Yes, sir. Julian Burwell, brother in the super chat. Let EJ fight a mandatory, then we can get the mega fight on Juneteenth. Woo! I didn't even think about that. Carl Brown, what's going on, great brother? I didn't even think about that. Kelly Brooks, what's going on? Kobe Khan, what's going on? I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that would be beautiful. In Atlanta. Juneteenth in Atlanta. The Cow 03, what's going on? Uncle Jay, what's going on? Juneteenth in Atlanta. Toon Dog, what's going on? Rice Eater 79, brother in the super chat. He said Ugas won't make it out of the Stanionis and Butev Tony with a belt. That leaves a Spence versus Bud showdown or a hungry mandatory with Victor Ortiz. Fine by me. I agree with that. I agree with that. Alex Saddam, what's going on? That's a tough. He said no in Texas, no in Atlanta. Paul Stanley, in Atlanta, in Atlanta, in Black Hollywood, in Atlanta. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, in Atlanta. In Black Hollywood. Let's get it. Juneteenth. I love it. Map S, what's going on? In Atlanta. No, it can't be in Texas. In Atlanta. No, it's got to happen in Atlanta. Juneteenth in Atlanta. No, not in Vegas. Not in Vegas. Needs to be in Atlanta, in the ATL. Albert Doherty, what's going on? In the ATL. Louis T, what's going on? In the ATL. Nicholas Rayo, what's going on? He said never going to happen. In the ATL, it's not going to happen in Texas, people. Paul Stanley, Juneteenth is all Texas. Juneteenth is just black people overall. It needs to be in Atlanta. Jalen, Texas. It's not going to, y'all need to stop saying Texas. It's going to happen in a neutral site. So don't say Texas. It has to take place in a neutral site. It's not going to take place in Texas. Greg T, what's going on? Not in the Barclays Center in New York. No. Just right. What's going on? Heavy duty. What's going on? It's not going to happen in New York. Don't need to happen in New York either. John Wee, what's going on? Kenneth Pinkney, what's going on? No, needs to happen in Atlanta, in Black Hollywood. Yeah, I know, Jalen, but that's the overall thing that's celebrated all over the United States. It's our holiday, not a city or a state holiday. It's a culture holiday. So it needs to be. It's universal. Just like Mexicans all over the world celebrate Cinco de Mayo or Mexican Independence Day weekend. They don't only celebrate it in that specific place. I know what the reason of it is, the initial reason and everything, understood, but it's our holiday. So the fight needs to happen in a neutral site anyway. Curtis Price, what's going on? Jack of Diamond, what's going on? Hyper Awareness. Cy Johnson, what's going on? Thurman needs to fight Ortiz Boots. Agreed. David Aldea Jr., what's going on? Who would you give? I just mixed up comments. Lil Bounce Bright, what's going on? Who would you give Spence? Who would you give Spence a pass on fighting other than Bud? It's mandatory. Keith Thurman. Fight Keith Thurman. They both coming off an extensive layoff. Dwayne Broussard, what's going on? They both coming off of serious long layoffs and injuries. Fight Keith Thurman. Fight Keith Thurman in February. The problem is Errol Spence is gonna have mandatories, and so is Terence Crawford. That's why it might need to happen next. Scott Gonzalez, what's going on? It might need to happen next because John Moore, what's going on? Because they're gonna start having mandatories that they're gonna have to satisfy. they're going to have, especially Terence Crawford, because let me tell y'all something. Josh Taylor is going to push for the Terence Crawford fight. He's going to push for the WBO to make him the mandatory. So let's say Terence Crawford fights Keith Thurman in July, right? As I'm hearing, could be possible. If Terence Crawford fight Keith Thurman in July, Josh Taylor is going to satisfy his last fight at junior welterweight against Jack Cottrell, and then Josh Taylor is going to push for the WBO to make him Terence Crawford's mandatory, which means that Terence Crawford could be on the shelf again. Kevin Franklin, what's going on? Julian Burwell, brother, super chat. Who you want on the Juneteenth card? I want all. First of all, I want on the Juneteenth card. If you have Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, I want Jerron Boots Ennis to be the co-main event. I want Jerron Boots Ennis as the co-main event. And let's get Jerron Boots Ennis versus Andre Berto, or Jerron Boots Ennis versus let's see who else is out there for Jerron Boots Ennis. Oh, Austin Trout. I want Jerron Boots Ennis. This is what I want. I want Terence Crawford, Errol Spence as the main event. I want Jerron Boots Ennis versus Austin Trout as the co-main event. I want what's his name, man? Yeah, I want Ski Dollar said Austin Trout. Are you serious? Yeah, Jerron Boots Ennis versus Austin. Who else is he gonna fight? Austin Trout is a 147. He's yeah, Austin Trout fights at Conscious Boxing. He fights at 147 right now. Right? Who else is Jerron Boots Ennis gonna fight? Buddy Lee C. My brother Buddy Lee C in the building. He said Errol not fighting no tune-ups. He fighting by his birthday in March. Or he said it's Bud or nobody, Blue. Hashtag Big Fish. Salute to my brother, Buddy Lee. What's going on, great brother? Kenneth Pinckney, what's going on? Yeah, Blair Cobbs is good. Blair Cobbs is good for Jerron Boots Ennis. I'll take that. Thurman is not going to fight Boots Ennis in June. Thurman is not going to fight Boots Ennis at all. He not. James Tyers, Trout, man, boo. Hey, bro, look, okay, now watch this now. Because y'all just be saying off-the-wall stuff and don't pay attention, right? Grant Gabriel, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Much love to you, great brother. Toon Dog, brother in the Super Chat, what were the top 5 fights this year? Salute. I'll give it to you in a second. So James Tyrus, he said, what you drinking, bro? Okay, he said Austin Trout. Come on, Blue. Okay, now, who you want to see him fight, James Tyrus? Now watch this now. This is why I do what I do on this side, and you do what you do. Now watch this. So who is Boots going to fight then? Toon Dog, I'll give it to you. Top 5 fights this year. This year that already took place. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Terence Crawford, Sean Porter. Man, what other fights did we have this year? Bro, I don't even. What other fights did we have this year? What other major fights did we have this year? Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. I got to think about it. Ugas beating Manny Pacquiao. Lopez Cambosa's upset. Those is all upsets, though. Brandon Austin, brother in the super chat, Blue Blood, they should have it at the Falcon Stadium. It holds 71,000. Agreed, Brandon Austin. Agreed. I agree with you. And it'll sell out. Fulton Figueroa. That I was looking forward to that. Yeah. Fulton Figueroa. Let me see. Who y'all gonna have? Who y'all got? Who you said Boots could fight who? Butev ain't gonna fight him. Keith Thurman ain't gonna fight him. So who you got him fighting? Boots deserves a title fight. Bro, why you say that? See, I can't even finish reading the comment. I can't even. This is why I sit over here and you sit over there. I can't even finish reading your comment, brother. We already know Boots deserve a title opportunity. But you know that ain't gonna happen. So why you mention it? That doesn't even make sense. Matthew Thomas, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Yo, Big Blue, what it do? I've been missing in action, but I'm back. Stay on the grind. Salute my brother Matthew Thomas. Appreciate you, great brother. This is what I'm talking about. Hey, man, he deserves a title. Then why you even mention that? You know, how's he going to get a title opportunity? Go ahead and tell me. I know what he deserves. I know the fights he need. Woke the truth. What's going on? But why you even mention that? You know Danny Garcia not going to fight him. So why did you mention Danny Garcia, who's moving up to 154? But you're telling me, oh, Blue, you tripping, man. I'm tripping? I live in reality. Come over here. So why would you mention him and Danny Garcia? Danny Garcia is going to 154. Why would you mention him in a title opportunity when Ugas has a mandatory? You know Terence Crawford, Errol, Spence is looking to fight each other. That's the big fight. So you know they ain't going to fight him no time soon. Virgil Ortiz told you he need 4 years. Mean Machine is coming off of another loss. Keith Thurman just told you he don't even know who he is. He's telling you he don't even know who he is. Sean Porter just retired. So please tell me what you're talking about. How can he fight Ugas? Ugas can't even fight. We just went through this whole conversation about the WBA not allowing Ugas to unify the belts. And the first thing y'all say is, hey, Boots needs to give Ugas needs to give Boots an opportunity. Trout fights at 147 now. It just makes no sense. So you come in talking about, oh, Blue, Austin Trout, you tripping. Who is he going to fight? I like Castillo Clayton, Rod. I like that idea. Castillo Clayton. Ski Dollar said Trout is a proven veteran. That's a nice fight for him. He's a southpaw. He's slick. He's experienced. He's big. He's been a world champion. Richard California, what's going on? That's a good fight for him. Isaiah Johnson, brother in Super Chat. What up, Blue? What do you think about Boots and Danny Garcia to get Boots in the conversation? Danny Garcia won't even spar Jerron Boots Ennis, let alone fight him in real life. And Danny Garcia is moving up to 154. And Boots is at 147. It's not going to happen. We all know these guys have no interest in fighting Jerron Boots Ennis. Austin Trout is 36 years old. He's not 50. Yeah, Buddy Lee, it just amazes me. People just say anything. Isaiah Johnson, brother, back in Super Jam. My bad, Blue. I didn't know Danny was truly moving up. Yeah, he's moving up. Geo James, Khalil 98, what's going on? Raymond Tromsky, what's going on? Yeah, Lubin do want the Danny Garcia fight. Let's see if the Danny Garcia give it to him. Austin Trout just turned 36 2 months ago. What are we talking about? He's almost 50. He just turned 36 2 months ago. He's the same age as Deontay Wilder. He's on a 3-fight winning streak, and he's fighting at welterweight. The last time he lost was 2018. He beat Terrell. I thought he won the fight against Terrell Goucher, ended in a draw. And then he has 3 straight wins. So he's in the win column. Mikey Garcia just told the world he's fighting at 135 again. Terence A, brother in the super chat. Much love to you. Appreciate you, great brother. Jay Berry, brother in the super chat. Blue, what are the chances we see Tank versus Lomachenko in 2022? If they don't fight, who do you predict Tank will face next? Man, Paul Brown, what's going on? I have no hope that Tank and Lomachenko will ever fight. None. Big LT, what's going on? I have no hope that Tank and Lomachenko will ever fight. I don't think they'll ever do business with Top Rank and Bob Arum. It's just never going to happen. Who do I think Tank going to fight next? I have no clue. I personally think it'll be a rematch with Isaac Cruz. Tiafimo, what's going on? And Tank just let his Conor Benn is not going to get in the ring with him. Conor Benn is not getting in the ring. Eddie Hearn is not going to allow that to happen. That's not going to happen. Okay. Jerron Boots Ennis he is what we know he is. Ain't nobody trying to get in the ring with him. Taylor Lewis, my brother. What's going on? So I think me, Jay Berry, I personally would say that he's going to fight a rematch with Isaac Cruz, or you could possibly see him versus or you could possibly see him versus Mikey Garcia. Denny Flowers, brother in super chat. Ortiz has a new trainer. Still no Boots, Blue? Nope, it's not going to happen. It ain't gonna happen. Nope. No, sir. They staying as far away from him as possible. I mean, Keith Thurman is telling you, hey, who is Boots? Well, that tells you everything you need to know. And Floyd Mayweather is praising him to the heavens. So there you have it. Sean Porter retired. So who else is there for him to fight? You want to see him fight Ugas Kavalauskas? I was calling for the Ugas Kavalauskas fight before Ugas Kavalauskas, just lost to Virgil Ortiz Jr. But Ugas Kavalauskas, it ain't happening. Well, if it do happen, then you're gonna give him the credit he deserves for beating Ugas Kavalauskas, or is the boxing world going to say, yeah, well, Ugas Kavalauskas, man, he was coming off of a loss, he was knocked out. Is that what we're going to tell the world? Or are we going to give him Jamal James just lost as well? Why he got to continue to get these fights with guys coming off of losses? So that, you know what that does? That keeps an excuse going. That's what that do. That keeps everybody having an excuse. Yeah, well, he ain't fight this person. He ain't fight. Ugas Kavalauskas just got TKO'd and knocked out by Virgil Ortiz in August. In August, he just got knocked out in August, okay? Jamal James just lost to Butev. Butev ain't going to fight him because Butev is guaranteed the winner, or Yordenis Ugas and Stanionis. So Butev ain't gonna lose his position to fight the winner of that. You Master Allah, brother in Super Chat, he said in the building, he said, Blue, so you're saying plain and simple that Boots won't get his shot to both EJ and Bud out of the... No, he ain't going to fight either one of them at 147. Unless Terence Crawford beats Errol Spence, and they're probably going to have a 2-fight deal. He beats Errol Spence, but he's already said he wants to go to 154. Errol Spence already made it clear he wants to go to 154. It ain't going to happen. It ain't gonna happen. So y'all naming guys that did the same thing as Austin Trout. Robert Guerrero. What? Why? Okay, Robert Guerrero. You rather Robert Guerrero over Austin Trout? Why? Robert Guerrero is 2 years older than Austin Trout. Robert Guerrero is 38 years old with 6 losses. He's 38 years old with 6 losses. I can respect the Blair Cobbs fight. I can respect that. You want Blair Cobbs? You say Blair Cobbs, I can respect that. Robert Guerrero is 2 years older than Austin Trout. 3 years older than Austin Trout. Y'all say Josito Lopez, right? Okay. I like that fight too. But let's just look at Josito Lopez since Austin Trout was, oh man, y'all can't believe you said Austin Trout. Okay, Josito Lopez. He's 38 years old with 8 losses. Josito Lopez, 38 years old with 8 losses. DVT game, what's going on? Again, this is why I sit over here. Rashidi Ellis ain't gonna. Rashidi Ellis can't get a fight, period. Let alone fight Boots. Andre Berto. Okay. 38 years old. Hadn't fought since 2018. He ain't fighting 4 years. And 38 years old. He's 3 years older than Austin Trout because he about to be 39. Austin Trout just turned 36 in September. Jay Blizzy, what's going on? Brandon Austin, brother in Super Chat. Josh Taylor moving up to 147 will be a big fight against Boots. He's not looking to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. He's looking to make himself the mandatory to fight Terence Crawford. So he's off the table. He's off the table. Let's look at the brother Rashidi Ellis. We'll love that fight. You think Rashidi Ellis, who's been inactive all this time, is going to come back and fight Boots Ennis? Rashidi Ellis ain't fight in over a year. Rashidi Ellis ain't fight in over a year. Chris Algieri's fighting Conor Benn. You think Conor Benn is going to get in the ring with first of all, Conor Benn fights with Matchroom and DAZN. So for him to fight against Boots on a Juneteenth weekend on a PBC card is slim to none. Is slim to none. Okay? So this is why I said Austin Trout. Kell Brook is fighting Amir Khan in February. Juan De Leon, what's going on? Faith House, what's going on? Boston Inc., what's going on? This is why I said Austin Trout would be a good fight for him because it's a good test. He's a big guy. He's a southpaw. He's slick, right? He has a lot of experience. He's a former world champion. He's still fairly young, still have something in the tank. He's hungry. He's fought major fights. He's fought against Jamel Charlo, and Canelo Alvarez, and Miguel Cotto. And he beat Miguel Cotto. Victor Ortiz just lost to Robert Guerrero. You say Jesse Vargas. Let's look at Jesse Vargas now. Jesse Vargas, 33 years old, coming off a loss to Mikey Garcia. Jesse Vargas ain't fighting over a year. Last time Jesse Vargas fought was February of 2020. So it's 2 years. It's in February. It's going to be 2 years since Jesse Vargas fought, and he's 33. I like the fight. NMB Memphis Beats, my brother. What's going on? S550J, what's going on? Where you been at, great brother? I like the fight. Winner take all in life. What's going on? I like that fight, but is it realistic? I like Jesse Vargas fighting Jerron Boots Ennis. But again, I would much rather have. Man, the Bulls let the Cavs just blow them out. Come on, man. Come on, man. Again, on Juneteenth weekend, just like on Cinco de Mayo weekend, they had an all Mexican card. I would like the whole entire card to be all African American fighters. Just like on Mexican Independence Day weekend, the whole card is all Mexican fighters to represent them. So why can't we have the same thing? Lamar Boyd, what's going on? Broner's not fighting. He's fighting at 135, 140. Broner's fighting. He said he's gonna fight again on. Hey, you might see Broner versus Conor Ben on his own. Manu H, my brother, what's going on? He said, you know they ain't letting that happen, Blue. Look how the champion's being treated. Or the fighters need to push for it. Salute my brother Renee. Appreciate you, great brother. 8-Town 27, AB Wall, what's going on? Isaiah Johnson, brother in Super Chat. Do you think Jesse Vargas will fight Boots? I think he will. But again, my reasoning for saying Austin Trout was to have all African Americans on the card, just like on Cinco de Mayo weekend, we have all Mexican fighters on the card. Why not? Why not? That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Darnell Schaefer, my brother, what's going on? Fred Mir, what's going on? Greg T, what's going on? Dominic Sebron, what's going on? Mario Barrios fight at 140. Raymond Tompkins, he said, why Juneteenth weekend? Why not? Because all of the Mexican fights are big fights, are Mexican Independence Day weekends, the second weekend in September, and Cinco de Mayo weekend, the first weekend in May, right? So how come we can't have Frederick Williams? What's going on? Louis Rule, what's going on? Why can't we have Juneteenth represent the black community as a big holiday in the sport of boxing? Why not? Samad Beverly, what's going on? Hope Nell, DeMonte Houston, what's going on? Why not? Isaiah Johnson, brother, Super Chat. LOL, you answered the question already, Blue. Salute to you, great brother. Machiavelli Mafia, what's going on? Mario Barrios moving up. Again, even if he is moving up, my reason for saying Austin Trout, I just explained to y'all. So y'all saying Mario Barrios, Jesse Vargas, and I just explained my reason. And Solomon Walker, what's going on? For Jerron Boots Ennis versus Austin Trout is the co-main event in Atlanta. Jamal Stafford, what's going on? Roscoe Grant, what's going on? Yeah, he move up. Let him fight Keith Thurman in February then. Smash the like button, people. Donate to the channel, support the grind. L Boogie, what's going on? Still Johnny, what's going on? Thurman will beat Barrios? Yeah, he will. I agree. James, I would like to see Pitbull Cruz against Joseph Jojo Diaz. Yeah. Jawan Davis, what's going on? Boy, I'm telling you, boy, boy, he had that nice showing. And Abdul Anwar, what's going on? He had a good showing against Tank Davis, and boy, oh boy, smash the like button. Yeah, Buddy Lee, he can't get no fights. Hey, what you doing? Putting it away? Question?
I'm just putting it in the pan.
Oh, okay. I was gonna put it away. Still Johnny, what's going on? The Gold Millionaire Mindset. What's going on, great brother? Give me Thurman over Barrios. Yeah, I got Thurman over Barrios. Boots is in a position where his skill set is super high. Guys like Keith Thurman coming off an injury, long layoff, he ain't gonna take that chance. Or Virgil Ortiz makes sense, but he's in position to be the mandatory for Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Yeah, he ain't gonna take the chance. He might even be in position to fight. Des F. What's going on? He might be even in a position to fight Josh Taylor for the winner of fighting Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? He's in position. He already told the world, Brian Corbett, what's going on? Vision Omega Bronzeman, what's going on? They had the goal. They go on record after they said 48 months and say, it's Boots not calling out our name. Man, stop, man. Man, stop. Mile High Raider, what's going on? John Cameron, what's going on? Man, stop, man. Does anybody believe that Boots won't take a fight with Virgil Ortiz Jr.? Come on, man. Machiavelli Mafia brother in super chat. I'm not saying Boots for Mario. I'm saying Boots should fight the WBA president. That will fix our WBA problems. All jokes aside, boy versus Spence going to be, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. That's why I want Boots to be the co-main event on that card. I want Boots to be the co-main event on that card. And that's me. What's going on? I'm throwing out names, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm being truthful. I don't even care who he fights. I hope that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence push for Jerron Boots Ennis to be their co-main event, regardless of who they fight. Pass the baton to that man. Pass him the baton. Just like Floyd Mayweather did with with Canelo Alvarez, right? Bernard Crawford, blessings to you, great brother. See you later. On the mic, my brother Terence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terence Bailey Sr. Terence dropped the link. Just like they did what Floyd Mayweather did with so many people. Floyd Mayweather put Danny Garcia his co-main event a few times. That made Danny Garcia a bigger star than he was. D. Spence, what's going on, right? Floyd Mayweather put Canelo Alvarez as a co-main event, right? Because it led you to believe that he was going to fight them or whatever, right? But it's a big stage. So Canelo, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, y'all listening. Pass that man the baton. Please. A-Town 27, what's going on? Pass Jerron Boots Ennis the baton. Put him as your co-main event on a mega massive pay-per-view fight. No, he don't need to fight. Move up. Ski Dollars. No, that's the problem with us, with our fighters. We always telling them, oh, if nobody gonna fight you, then, just do this or do that. No, stay right there until somebody got to fight you. He ain't got to move up. No. EB Sweat a lot. What's going on? No. Ain't no moving up for Boots. Why? That limits his history. That limits his accomplishments. He moved up to now. He never was a champion at 147. No, no. You stay right there and become a champion. He said, "Blue, why Tank doing it?" Tank is moving between 130 and 140 because he's a small guy, and Tank has plenty of options at 130 and between 130 and 140. And Tank already was a champion. Tank was already a champion at 130. He's a champion at 135, a champion at 140. He didn't leave the division before he became a champion. John Blaze 06, what's going on? Regis is not moving up to 147. He already told us he wanted to become a champion again at 140. So Regis is off the table. John Juan Davis, what's going on? Austin Trials at 147 right now. Raymond Thompson, what's going on? Jose Polanco, what's going on? Who you want to see Tank fight next? Be honest, I would like to see him just rematch Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Kimber 4509, what's going on? Eric Dunn, brother in the super chat, he said, who else you want on that Juneteenth card, Blue, outside of EJ versus Bud and Boots versus Trout? You got me over here daydreaming about that card. Who else I want on that card? I want Erickson Lubin on the card. Make Erickson Lubin versus Danny Garcia on the card. Danny Garcia first fight at 154. Erickson Lubin gets his opportunity to make a name for himself. That's the three main fights. Erickson Lubin, Danny Garcia. Second fight is on pay-per-view on TV. Erickson Lubin, Danny Garcia. Second fight is Boots versus Austin Trout. And third fight, the main fight is Spence and Terence Crawford. And what fighters do Terence Crawford have? Andy Galindo, what's going on? Old Paul Boston, what's going on? What fights? What fighters do Terence Crawford have? Now at the end, Hamilton Steel One, what's going on? Justin Watson, what's going on? Now at salute to my brother Charles Edward Cheese in the building. I don't know how he's at welterweight, Charles Edward Cheese. Nah, I'm not even going. He stayed in state. He fought his last few fights at welterweight. I have, yeah, I don't know how he's making welterweight, but he is. Trigger Treat, what's going on? Mario Pereira, what's going on? Via Ferreira, what's going on? Who's some of Terence Crawford's fighters and some of Errol Spence's fighters? What's Errol Spence fighter name? What's Errol Spence fighter name that Derrick James trains? Jamal Stafford, what's going on? Larry Jones, what's going on? What's Errol Spence fighter that Derrick James trained? What's his name again? Why am I forgetting his name, man? Frank Martin. Put Frank Martin on the card. What's one of Terence Crawford's fighters out of his gym? Benjamin Irwin, David Evanesian versus Boots. Scheme, what's going on? Cecil Palum, what's going on? So Trout last fight was super welterweight. Trout last fight, Michael Garner was at welterweight. He's fighting at welterweight right now. Devontae Piggott, what's going on? Put Frank Martin on there. Put Steve Nelson on there. Steve Nelson back. Get Steve Nelson on there. Let Steve Nelson fight somebody, like Frank Martin fight somebody. That's one of Terence Crawford's fighters. That's one of Errol Spence fighters. Put Boots and Trout, and then Danny Garcia and Erickson Lubin, and let's call it a night. And let's call it a night. Then let's call it a night. Right there. That's the card. Let Frank Martin open up the card because Steve Nelson is a little more proven. So let Frank Martin open up the main card. Let him open up on TV. Let Steve Nelson be the second fight because he's more proven than Frank Martin. Then have Lubin and Danny Garcia. Then have Boots and Austin Trout. Then we get to the main event. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. There it is. There it is. There it is. Montana Love fight at 140. Saeed Johnson says it's going to be $100. Make it $120. Make it $120. Salute, Crazo 33. Appreciate you. Xavier Franklin, what's going on? There you go. Make that fight happen. Make that card happen. If you're Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, please, when you guys fight, pass Jerron Boots Ennis the baton. King David 87, what's going on? Make sure you make him your co-main event. Period. I don't care who he fights. Make sure, if you're Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, pass that man the baton. Cody Maxwell, what's going on? Pass him the baton. Pass him the baton. I don't care. Make sure y'all put in your contract. We don't have no problem. We're going to fight, whatever. You get Frank Martin on the card for Errol Spence. Get Steve Nelson on the card for Terence Crawford. After that, make sure y'all get Jerron Boots Ennis on the card as the co-main event to pass that man the baton directly. Simple. Jordan Michael, what's going on? On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. in the super chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says WBA has set it up so that Undisputed will be for the WBA strap, but screwed Ugas in the process. If Ugas loses, then Undisputed will be against a nobody, which will make it hard to sell all because of. Yep, agreed. Robert Sanchez, what's going on? Agreed. And on top of it, Terrence, are they going to be motivated? Is Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence? Is he going to be motivated to fight? Let's say Stanionis beats Ugas, and now Stanionis is fighting Butev. Is Terence Crawford going to be motivated to fight them? Is Errol Spence going to be motivated to fight them? Got to ask yourself that question. They come off of, but first of all, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford is going to be. See, here's another thing that y'all not understanding. Jawan Davis said that's a dream card. No, it's not. 7 trillion. What's going on? See, John Campbell, what's going on? See, we think, salute to my brother Terrence Bailey dropping that duh on your boy Blue. Hey, see, we think that a realistic card like that is a dream card. That's not a dream card. Frank Martin opening up the night. Steve Nelson come back and fighting on the card. Lubin and Danny Garcia, that's makeable. Ennis and Austin Trout, these are easy fights. These are not hard fights to make. 202 Boxing Life. What's going on? But because I just gave you a card full of us, it don't seem realistic. Herbie Weaver, G5_Gabe, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother G5_Gabe. Duncan Pennyhughes, what's going on? Danny Garcia is Puerto Rican, bro. So, they buy. Lawrence Falk, what's going on? So, and Danny's from Philly. You got 2 Philly dudes on there. You got a Texas dude on there. You got a Nebraska dude on there. Not Israel, what's going on? And you're placing a card in Atlanta. Based on Baton Talk, what's going on? We coming out. We showing up. We showing up and we showing out. Raymond Tompkins, I don't know where you from, brother, but in reality, that's where they're from. I don't know what you mean. Diet Creek Deep, what's going on? Donald Destruction, what's going on? So where they from, Raymond Tompkins? You know what? I ain't even going into that. That's unnecessary for me. I already know my history. Cutthroat Paisley, what's going on? Nehemiah Glover, what's going on? I don't know. I don't know where your information come from, brother, but I already know my history. So I'm not even gonna delve into that. Leroy Derricott, what's going on? And then we're gonna show out. We coming in, it's gonna look like, man, come on, man. Lambos everywhere, Ferraris, Bentleys, Benzes. Man, listen, man, you ain't even gonna have to turn your phone on to put light on when they dim it, because the ice everybody wearing is gonna be so bright. Steve Cooley, what's going on? Jabari Bat, my brother, what's going on? Look like Shakur might be fighting Lomachenko next. Bob Arum stated that. That's what he wanted to make. Danielle Bolden, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? S550J, what's going on? Ghost Tagger, what's going on, great brother? Yeah, I don't even have to. Why do I have to get into that? King Cloth TV, what's going on? Bernard Hopkins versus Gary Russell? Come on, brother. What are we talking about here? Crunch Time 91, brother, Super Chat Blue. What do you think about Sebastian Fundora against Tony Harrison on Jarrett Hurd? Think he ready for a bigger test or not just yet? I think Tony Harrison will beat him. Will Hurd beat him? I think both of them beat him, man. He showed me something in that fight, man. The beatmaker was going on. He showed me in that last fight this past weekend, getting hit with those overhand rights and combinations against a pressure fighter. Yeah, he may go ahead and lose to Hurd and Tony Harrison. But I don't know what we're gonna get from them. Chris Brooks, what's going on? Can Be Sports, Chilltown Majors, my brother, what's going on? Big Pooh, what's going on? I don't know. Jermaine Bean, my brother, what's going on? I don't know if I don't know what Tony Harrison or what Hurd we're gonna get. So that's the question. That's where the question lies. So, Paul Boston, what's going on? Scream 123, what's going on? Man, imagine that, man. Trevor Nelson, what's going on? Willie Wynn, what's going on? Darius 25, what's going on? It just makes sense to make that call happen, make that fight happen. Why not? Laker Raven, what's going on? Why not? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.5K. Get the likes up. TD, what's going on? I wonder how Spence will like being called the challenger at the Crawford fight. He won't be called the challenger because he's a 2-belt holder and he's coming out last, so he will be called the champion. I don't know where you get that from, where he'd be called the challenger. Why would he be called the challenger? He's the A side. He's the 2-belt holder. He's been a champion longer at welterweight than Terence Crawford, so why would he be called the challenger? ESO 35, what's going on? Yeah, you sometimes just can't get into certain conversations. Don't make any sense. Just doesn't make any sense. Get the likes to 1.5K. Get the likes all the way up to 1.5K. Smash the like button. Support the channel. Support the grind, man. Joel Davis, what's going on? It's going to take time, but they're going to get the other 3 belts. Facts. Retro Rob TV, my brother, what's going on? Go subscribe to the basketball channel. My brother Emmanuel H dropped the link to the basketball channel in the chat, and I need y'all to go subscribe to the basketball channel. Also, Nick J, she just put the link to her channel is pinned up. I need y'all to click on that link, subscribe to Nick J channel. I'm gonna pin up the link to the basketball channel now. I need y'all to subscribe to the basketball channel. Cinnamon Savage, my brother, what's going on? Go subscribe to that basketball channel. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.5K. The likes up to 1.5K. Smash the like button, people. Shakur going to beat Loma, in my opinion. I agree. Pound for pound, what's going on? Nobody want Errol versus Ugas anyways. Yeah. Why would you say such a thing when that just bolstered the Errol Spence Terence Crawford's fight? 8th Street Mike, what's going on? Of course, you want to see Errol Spence, Terence, Errol Spence, Ugas. Ivan Tippett, what's going on? Because that just bolsters Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight. It makes their fight for undisputed. And here's another thing I was going to explain. Okay, let me explain this as well. Okay, you got to keep in mind as well, it makes sense for Errol Spence to fight Yordenis Ugas, beat Yordenis Ugas and pick up that belt. Why? Why do you say that, Blue? Because for one, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford is more than likely going to be a 2-fight deal. Okay, the winner's going to have an immediate rematch clause, so this is more than likely going to be a 2-fight deal. Okay, so that means after they fight twice, ain't no way neither one of them going to be interested in sticking around 147 to fight Buchev or Stanionis. So that means you limit the opportunity for one of them to become undisputed. Steve Young, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a go on your boy Blue in the super chat. What? I said, what, Blue? Man, what is going on with AB? And do you think his career is over with? It seems like he lost health motivation and after taking those losses. Yeah, Adrian Broner, man, his career is very stagnated. You're never going to see him at the top. Mark Forbes, what's going on? No, I can't say never. Yeah, Fred, man, I can't do it. Can't do it. Edward Torres, what's going on? But G McKenzie 7, what's going on? I have no clue what's going on with Adrian Broner. He's still fairly young. What is he? 32, 33. So he still has an opportunity to, make a comeback. But his brand and his career has taken a major step back, man. Inactivity. He didn't look good in his last fight. People thought he lost his last fight. He just don't let his hands go. Manolo Vasquez, what's going on? So the problem is with Adrian Broner is it seems like the gig is up. People just don't believe in you no more, right? And so, what major fight do you believe that Adrian Broner can win? Ask yourself that question. Robert Brown, what's going on? Ball Fade Al, what's going on? So what fight Jackie Winfrey, peace and blessings to you, Queen. Montana Love, Adrian. Do you think Adrian Broner could beat Montana Love? Dirty Dave, what's going on? Just be honest. Like, do you really think that Adrian Broner can beat Montana Love? So I don't. I don't. He's not active in the ring. He don't let his hands go. He's not committed. He arguably lost his last fight. I mean, people was making a case like, man, they gave Adrian Broner a gift in his last fight. I mean, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate, man. I mean, you have you have everything at your fingertips. You understand? And boxing is a short career. Arch, what's going on? After it's over, you have the opportunity to do whatever you so choose at 35 and be a multi-millionaire. Oak Park Boxing, what's going on? You have the opportunity at 35 to do whatever you so choose at 35 years of age. 35. He's 32 years old. 32 years old. He don't turn 33 till next year. Pope Porter, what's going on? After you could garner all the money and invest in and do everything. And he's not doing it. It's amazing, man. Knowledge Shabazz, what's going on? Assert yourself until you're 35. And you can retire and do whatever you so choose. Hang out with who you want to do, who you want to be with. You can do whatever you want to do at 35 years old. You're done and a multi-millionaire. Invest, make smart investments. And you can move on. And you can move on. Fat Cat Shadow Boxing, what's going on? Ricky Williams. Yeah, I remember you, Ricky Williams. Yakub Brown, what's going on? Just let that, it's just amazing, man. Why let that opportunity go? Now you're in a position where you gotta scramble to get big fights. Lucas Green, what's going on? To just stay relevant? Come on, man. At 32, it seemed like he's older than what he is. Oh, Jackie Winfrey, I always make that mistake, man. SD 1960 block, what's going on? Herring versus Danny Garcia. Jamel Herring fights at 140, at 135, brother. Danny Garcia fighting at 154. It don't, it makes you, it's like, man, where's the guidance, people? Broner is only 32 years. He just turned 32. He's only 32. He's only a year older than Errol Spence. He's only a year older than Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is going on 32. Look at the difference in their careers. And it all boils down to commitment. Look at Canelo career and Adrian Broner career. And it all comes down to commitment. And now, yes, Canelo has some opportunities. Yeah, he had some big opportunities. But guess what? Adrian Broner was being compared to Floyd Mayweather. People thought that there was a point in time when people were saying that he could beat Floyd Mayweather. There was a point in time when people were saying he could beat Floyd Mayweather. There was a time when people said, "Side the ruler, what's going on?" So his buzz was just as big as Canelo's at one point in time. People thought, man, this is the next Floyd Mayweather. John Michael, what's going on? And he squandered it all away. He squandered it all the way. Herbie Weaver, what's going on? He said, Bud sure ain't the challenger. So what? Oh, man. So who's the challenger then? It's only two fighters in the ring. Signs, what's going on? There's only 2 fighters going to get in the ring. Cameron Newkirk, what's going on? One guy's the unified champion, been the champ longer at the division. He's the bigger draw. So who's the challenger? We just refuse to take a step back, boy. Chosen Prince, what's going on? I dislike Errol for avoiding Terence Crawford. How's he avoiding Terence Crawford? Herbie Weaver said Bud is going to be the undisputed champ. That's not the question. See, this is what I'm talking about. What does him being the undisputed champion in the future have to do with him being the challenger in this fight? Calhoun Carey, what's going on? I mean, what are we talking about here? I didn't say he wasn't going to be the undisputed champion in the future because I don't know. But what does that have to do with you saying him not going to be the challenger in this fight? Come on, people, please. Sean Oliver, what's going on? I don't be understanding, man. So because you believe he's going to beat everybody in the future, what does that have to do with? What does that have to do with this fight? What, what does that have to do? Richard Nerez, what's going on? John T, what's going on? What does that have to do with this particular fight, people? Nothing. We got to stop with the yeah, you could be attached to a fighter. Cool. You could love a fighter, but we got to live in reality. Well, we must live in reality, people. I was a huge, massive Floyd Mayweather fan when Floyd Mayweather was fighting. Huge Floyd Mayweather fan. Huge Roy Jones fan. Huge Sugar Ray Leonard fan. Huge Larry Holmes fan. But what does that have to do with reality? Nothing. So it's like this. It's like me saying this. When Floyd fought Oscar, man, ain't no way Floyd the B-side, man. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way, man. Floyd is going to be the future pound for pound king. Ain't no way he the B-side against Oscar. What does the future have to do with right now? RJ Wilson, what's going on? Fat Cat said that's the reason why I don't have a chin right now. There's no way Terence Crawford is the B-side right now because he's the future undisputed champion. What does that have to do with right now? Nothing. It has nothing to do with it. Errol has more belts and he's the bigger draw. Period. I don't care who you feel like is going to win the fight. I don't care about none of that. That's not the point. The point is when you're talking about that level, when you're talking about that, it just is what it is. Period. He better take a tune-up before he fights Bud because he will definitely lose, even though I think he can't. He can't beat Bud regardless. That's cool. You know, to each his own. Whoever you think gonna win, I'm not opposed to that at all. I'm not opposed to that at all. Do you think Terence Crawford gonna win? Cool. Do you think Errol Spence gonna win? Cool. I just want to see the fight. I want to see the fight, man. So I'm cool with it. Whoever you think gonna win. Just give me the fight. I got my opinion who I think gonna win. You got your opinion who you think gonna win. That's cool. At the end of the day, I just want to see the fight. Will Mitch, what's going on? He who thinks, what's going on? Andrew Thomas, what's going on? Blue, the fight is going to be at the MGM. PBC will not let it happen any other place. Vegas brings in too much money. Yeah, it'll probably be at T-Mobile Arena. Tax Tack, what's going on? Robert Sanchez, brother in Super Chat. Where does Crawford stand in boxing history if he becomes undisputed in 2 weight divisions? Oh, man. That's a great accomplishment, man. Top 10, top 15. Jonathan Kurtz, what's going on? It's a huge accomplishment, man. And if he beats some of the, he beats Errol Spence, and it's unfortunate he didn't get the Manny Pacquiao fight, but he beats Errol Spence. He beats because I don't think he's done. I think that Terence Crawford could go up to 150 and become a champion. Robert Sanchez, I truly believe that. I think he could go up to 150. When I said 150, 154 and become a champion. I truly believe that. Emmanuel H, my brother in Super Chat, and I just want to win some money on it. With that said, I'm taking EJ, Mr. Walk 'em Down, Mr. Strap Season, Mr. Big Fish, Mr. My Eye. My Eye look good to me. Yes, a fact. Salute to my brother, Emmanuel H. Who's it? What? Who, mine? Oh, look fine to me. Salute to my brother, Emmanuel H. Steve Young, brother in Super Chat, man, I always wonder if Roy Jones or Floyd would have fought, who would have won. That's a tough one. But I think Roy would have got it. Roy's too big for Floyd. Roy would have won. He's way too big for Floyd. Athletic, big, and strong. Way too big for Floyd. He would have. Floyd is too small for Roy Jones. Hope now, brother in Super Chat. Me and my wifey got a bet, Blue. I think you're in my man cave, and wifey thinks you're in my living room. Who's right? I think you're in your man cave, and wifey thinks you're in your living room. Who's right? I'm actually in. Wifey is right. I'm in my living room, great brother. I'm in my living room. Man cave ain't got no service, man. I ain't got no service. Man, my service is, I done upgraded my service here 10,000 times. I got routers on every level of the house and every major room. Great brother, wifey was right, great brother. Hope no, wifey was right. She was right. She was right. Nick J said, wifey is always right. Yeah, she's right. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I used to be downstairs in my man cave and my area, man, and service just don't pick up down there for whatever reason. It's just too slow. Now it's starting to be slow up here. And my room is too slow. Green screen room is too slow. It's just text right. What's going on? It just never works, man. Steady Bobby 8. What's going on? You master a lot. Blue salute. Say EJ wins, right? He goes to 154. Then he won't get a title shot in the division long time. No, he will, because Jamel Charles is gonna move up. Jamel Charlo moving up. Sweet Pea, what's going on? Jamel Charlo moving up. Emmanuel H, my brother in the super chat. He said, I got a fantasy fight. Prime Roy Jones versus Andre and Andre Ward versus Prime Ali. Oh. Prime Roy Jones, Andre Ward versus Prime Ali. That's not even close. Full movie episode. What's going on? Muhammad Ali wins easy. Warzone. What's going on? He's way too big for them. And he's agile. He's way too big. Jarvis Emery, what's going on? And he's just as agile as they are. Well, much longer reach. He might stop both of them. Muhammad Ali might stop both of them. He's too big, too strong, too agile. And he might stop both of them. He's 6'3", 6'3" and a half. And he got like a 78-inch arm reach up, or something like that. Something ridiculous like that. So he would have like a 5-inch arm reach advantage over all of them. And he's like 4 or 5 inches taller than both of them. It's not even close. It's not even close. He's 6'3" and a half. Look at his arm reach. And he got extremely long arms on top of it. Oh, that's not even close, great brother. His arm reach is ridiculous on top of it. He got extremely long arms. Let me see. I just want to make sure I'm right on his arm reach. Yeah, 78-inch arm reach. Signs a 78-inch arm reach. So Roy Jones' arm reach is 74. And Andre Ward arm reach is 74. And they both, Roy Jones is 5'11", and Andre Ward is 6 feet, if that. Yeah, Andre. And his hands is big, and he's a natural heavy, and he's 220 pounds. The biggest, remember, Roy Jones got up to like 202, and Andre Ward never went above 175. They're just too small. Way too small. Man, he's gonna stop both of them. Just think, he knocked out George Foreman. Imagine what he'll do to them. Natty Drab, what's going on, great brother? Bill Sada Kiski, what's going on? This is Bill, the mustard man, stopping by. Salute, what's going on with you, great brother? Yeah, Muhammad Ali go anywhere from 215 to 220. EJ, I'm gonna have merch on my website. I'm actually waiting for my website man. He just gave me my thing for my merch. I got it up. I just got to get the merch done. Tyrone Robinson, what's going on? Herbie Weaver, he said I was joking. X Krypton, what's going on? Joking about what? Herbie Weaver, what you talking about, great brother? Ward versus Hopkins is a better matchup. Yeah, by far. And that's a good matchup, man. That's a great matchup. Andre Ward, Bernard Hopkins. It'll be boring for casual fans, though, because they ain't going to understand what they're looking at. Edward Jr., what's going on? That's a great fight, Andre Ward, Bernard Hopkins. Calhoun Carey, what's going on? Yeah, Andre and Muhammad Ali chin, they wouldn't even be able to touch Muhammad Ali at all. Won't even be close. It'd be a mismatch. Roy Jones makes too many mistakes for athletically. D-Ray of for phone, what's going on? Athletically, Roy Jones can keep up with Muhammad Ali, but he makes too many mistakes. Defensively, he's not responsible. So because he's not responsible, Roy Jones will get hit some more, and hit even more. And so guess what? In turn, that return, he's going to get, and Roy Jones ain't got a good chin. He's going to get knocked out. Muhammad Ali's going to knock him out. Canelo versus Yard. Man, that's a good fight, man. I think Anthony Yard to beat Canelo. Wait, what weight class? Don't Yard fight at cruiserweight? Or Yard fight at light heavyweight, right? JoJo, what's going on? Sugar Ray who? Neither one of Sugar Rays can beat Muhammad Ali. Not Sugar Ray Robinson, nor Sugar Ray Leonard. Steve Young, brother, Super Chat. Blue, what happened with the contract for Oscar and Floyd for the $100 million, or was Oscar just capping? I don't know. Floyd said he was interested. Maybe Oscar, he probably was just capping. I think he was capping. Oh, he still fighting light heavyweight? Yeah. Yard versus Canelo? Man, that's interesting. Anthony Yard is strong, man. If Anthony Yard would have beat Kovalev, Canelo would have never went to light heavyweight. Boss Red 357, my brother, what's going on? Marky Dan 123, what's going on? It's an interesting fight, man. Anthony Yard is strong, man. He big and strong, man. He coming to fight. Clarence McLean, what's going on? He coming to fight. He ain't gonna come do what Kovalev did. L Neil 773, what's going on? Do you think Kambosos has a chance with other top 135? No. I think he's gonna lose to Devin Haney. He'll lose to Tank Davis. I gotta see how Lomachenko look on Saturday. Andre Roberts, what's going on? The Spot, what's going on? Andre Roberts, your facts are wrong. What facts? I didn't state any facts. So why are you saying my facts are wrong? Yard is lacking defense. I didn't talk about his defense. And I didn't state any facts. So why are you saying my facts are wrong? DeAndre Kyrie, what's going on? Edward Jr., what's going on? How can my facts be wrong when I didn't state any facts? And I didn't talk about his defense. I said he's going to come to fight. He's not going to do what Kovalev did. That's interesting. That's all I said. People just be, yeah, bitch, they just be making up stuff. What facts did I state? Master E. Dean, what's going on? Yeah, I'm about to get off of here now, man. Hey, yo, chill, I was just joking, bro. Don't be like that. LG, what? Come on, brother. Man, brother, what are you talking about, man? Boss Fan Talk TV. Peace and blessings to the Queen in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Go subscribe to her channel. Boss Fans Talk TV. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Go subscribe to her channel. Don't put that stuff in my chat, bro. What are you talking about, man? KQKC Boxing Network, the OG in the building. Go subscribe to the OG KQKC Boxing Network. What's going on with your OG? Sean Oliver, what's going on? Carl Hardy, salute to you. Yeah, Sean Oliver, man, that's just Dub Zone. What's going on? Goins Brazier, what's going on? Salute to the Queen, Boss Fan Talk TV, dropping that half a go on your boy Blue. Much love to you. Arise 12 Tribe, what's going on? Click the link in the chat, subscribe to her channel. Thomas, what's going on? Ranu Sartos, brother in the super chat. He said, hey, Blue, it's Ray New, but spelled Ranu. I'm a brother. Okay. Okay, got you, great brother. Ranu Ama. Salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you. You know I don't read that well, my great brother. Come on, man. Moped Moses, what's going on? Elton Garcia, my brother, what's going on? Jarvis Emery, my brother in super chat, dropping that go on your boy Blue in super chat. I'm dropping this on you for knowledge you put down in the last live. Salute to you, great brother. I appreciate you 1,000%, man. Salute to my brother Jarvis Emery, dropping that go on your boy Blue in the super chat, man. Appreciate you, great brother. Hey, Scripton, brother in the super chat, says you see Sean Porter and ESPN ranked the lightweights and Kurt. I didn't see them rankings of the lightweights. Me and Kurt Kurt is he said he recovering, man. You know, and said he was gonna be on later this week. Hopefully he come on tomorrow or Friday, man. Blessings to Kurt, man. We love the historian. We're gonna have our own. I have the website up, so I'm just waiting for Kurt to get better so he could give me his thoughts, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it up, man. So salute X Krypton. We're gonna have it soon. Mark Fralin, what's going on? Julius Thomas, what's going on? Poe Porter, brother in the super chat. These kids tripping, Blue. Fury wouldn't lay a finger on a 23-year-old Ali, and I like Fury. Yeah, no. Come on, they don't know nothing about boxing. ESO for 35, what's going on? They don't know nothing about boxing, man. Jose Puga, what's going on? But yeah, let me get on out of here, man. I gotta eat, man. Rest up, man. I'm tired again, man. Thank the Leo. Bo Lewis, what's going on? Tired, man. But I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Tomorrow's another day. We will be on tomorrow. Blessings to each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Tomorrow we back on. Peace.